sent you guys a flag pattern and said that NIO was making a flag pattern, right? So I want to show you how to actually trade it, because we took it and then the stock went up crazy right after I alerted this. So I'm going to show you here like a real-time example. Okay, now this is just using an on-demand feature. Basically, I can go back in time and I can trade again. So I'm going to show you exactly what actually happened here. So first, notice here that it's making this. I'm going to actually remove this here, and this is what actually happened. So notice here how the stock went up huge. Okay, so it's making this pull. Now it's coming down with a lower volume than the initial volume when it went up. Okay, so that's why NIO is actually in my radar. So now first thing I do is I've realized where is my resistance here. This was a resistance and it broke. So now this should become support. And if that does become support, and if it breaks above it, it's going to be a good flag pattern. So there's this flag pattern forming. If it breaks, okay, then I'm gonna get in, because if it comes down, I don't want to get in right here above support, because if it gets down, then it's possible that it's gonna go up down further right to this area, which is the next support. So I want to make sure that, hey, I can either trade, I can buy small position inside and expect a break, or I can buy at the break. If I'm buying inside, then my stop loss will be a little longer, because I don't know how much further it's going to go down, then it's going to go up, right? So I'm waiting here and see exactly what's going on. So notice here, when this was happening, I alerted you guys. And I said, guys, it's making this flag pattern, right? In the chat. And then, so now that I've already alerted it, I'm expecting it. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm expecting that once it breaks, you can enter. Now, let's say that if it does break, so I want to make sure that I keep my orders ready. So what I'm doing is I'm figuring out how much is the resist support. It's about 60 cents. Okay, so I'm just going to create an order for my 60 cents. Okay, so right now I'm risking about 220 bucks per trade, right? So it's automatically calculated. By the way, if you want to know more about this, how I do this, you can just I'll post a video or a link above here somewhere at the end. So now notice here I have my orders ready, but I haven't bought it yet. So it's right below it because my limit price is here, so I hasn't bought it yet. Okay, now I'm waiting for it to break. Now again, like I said, either you can get it inside close and expect a break, okay, but then your stop loss will be right below it. Or once it breaks, then you get in, and your stop loss will be if it comes back down inside and breaks the support, then you get out. Okay, so there are two ways to play this. I'm playing it at the break of this flag pattern. Okay, that's what I'm playing it. So looking like really good. I want to see the volume increase here. That's what I want to see, because that means that the buyers are again stepping up to buy. See how there's a huge volume when the stock went up, and then there's a low volume when the stock is going down. Now, if there's a breakout in the volume while it's going up, it means there are lots of buyers who are stepping in. At the same time, if you look here, it's a really good support area on the 15-minute chart. So it looks like it's going to break and it's bouncing right above this area. At the same time, 5-minute chart is also looking very good. It's making this flag pattern. Okay, so now I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process. I just wanted to make a video to show you my thought process, okay, of how this works. So notice I've already alerted this to you guys, so you guys are watching it, okay? I cannot alert once it's already made because it's already gone. So that's why I alerted before. If I see a nice pattern forming, I alerted before so you guys are ready. If I get in and then tell you guys I'm getting in and I bought it, it's too late by the time, okay? You won't have enough time. So now see here, it's still going, and I'm just waiting and I'm just watching, okay? I'm just watching and waiting for this pattern to break. If this pattern breaks, I'm gonna get in. If it doesn't break, I'm not gonna get in. Now the other advantage of this is that if it does break, I have a very good risk. I know, okay, if it comes back down inside, I know I'll take a small loss, okay, because the pattern is not valid anymore. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process here, okay? So I'm waiting and I'm waiting, and I have my orders ready, okay? I have my orders ready here, but it hasn't filled me yet because I'm still waiting for the break, okay? Now that is why it's important to have multiple screens, so you can have this on the other screen while it's forming, and you can just keep looking on the other chart. So now notice here how 1, 2, 3, 4 times it bounced on this area. So this support is really strong. Now see, it's breaking out here. As soon as it's breaking out, now see this. Now also you see the volume breaking out. So I think it's gonna break here. I think it's gonna break. You see this volume breaking up here. Now I think it's gonna break. If it breaks, I'm in. I think it's going to break. So I really think it's going to break now. It's making this really nice green candle here as well, and the volume break as well. So again, it hasn't broken yet. So you don't want to just buy it right on the top expecting it's going to break. Either you buy at the bottom expecting a break, or you buy when it breaks. If you buy on the top and it comes back down, you freak out. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You want to always fight for the price. Okay, so I'm gonna fight for the price, and I'm gonna make sure once it breaks out, then I'm gonna get in. So see how it's squeezing, the price is squeezing between these two areas. I'm gonna draw it again. Here you see this two, right here, just making this oops. Okay, so it's a perfect trend forming. As once it breaks out, that's when I'm getting in, and then my stop will be right below it. Okay, I think it's gonna break it. See, now it's not coming down. You see, okay, now it's breaking out. It's breaking out. I'm entering. No, so I'm trying to get filled here. You can get in if you want. I wait because a lot of times it does come back one more time before it fills you in. Okay, so there you go. There you go. You see how? Okay, see, it came out and I got filled. I got filled here. Now I want to see it hold outside this. As long as it's holding outside, all right, I'm good. Now, one more thing here. You see how since I had 60 cents set up, I already had my order set up because it's 60 cents. It already had my stop right below it. So I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, as long as it stays outside, I'm golden. All right. Now, what I do is I look for next resistance, and that's where I take my profit. So what I do is I take some profit right here. Okay. So let's say right now I'm in with 367 shares. Okay, so if I do lose, I'm going to lose 220 bucks because that's my risk at the moment. And when you get better, you can always increase your risk or decrease your risk, up to you. But right now, this number is very, very good for me because if I do end up winning, I make about 300 to 400 bucks on a trade. So if I have 2 good trades, I end up with 800 bucks, or 3 great trades, I'm over 1,000. So keep it very, very simple, but at the same time, very, very tight risk. Okay, so now you see what I'm going to do is I'm going to find now resistance. I want to see the volume pop up here. I want to see the volume go. So you see how this volume is going up here. You see how the volume is bigger than now previous. That's exactly what I want to see. So I'm going to have some profit right below before the resistance. That's what I do. I always take some profit. So it's about like 25% of my position. Okay, and then I'm going to look for the break, and then I'm going to look for another profit target right at the whole number. So next whole number is $61. So I'm going to take profits right at next profit here. Now you see how beautiful it was. You just enter right here and you always instantly green. Look, I'm instantly green, right? And then you just wait for your profit target to hit. So now see this huge volume. This is very, very strong. Now I don't even want to sell it. Like at this time when I see the huge volume, it means the stock is most likely going to go because so many people jumped in. That's your confirmation, okay? But I always like stick to my plan, which is the next resistance. I want to take some profit here just so that, you know, if it does come back all the way down, I'm going to have a very small loss, very, very small loss then. Okay. So I'm going to let it go and see the volume. I want to see the volume keep pouring in. I want to see the volume keep pouring in. Okay. I want to see the volume keep pouring in. As long as the volume is coming, I'm golden. And I don't see any sign of pullback either, like no red candles, anything. So it's just straight green. Okay. So I'm taking take some profit here. I'm already up on it, right? I'm already up pretty nice on it, but I'm going to take some profit here just in case. That way, if it does come back down, it gives me patience to hold the stock. Because sometimes the stock comes back down here, right? And then, you know, you were up 200 bucks, let's say, or whatever the amount you were. It doesn't matter. The amount doesn't matter, okay? It's everybody has its own risk level. So it doesn't matter what you're risking. Everybody has different, right? But if it does hit and then it comes back down all the way, right? You're not like, oh my god, I had so much profit, right, and I didn't take it. But you see how the volume is coming, it's telling me that, okay, this stock is going to go. This stock is going to go. So now I got my first fill here, okay? And by the way, if you guys, I will post a video or at the end of the video or somewhere up here if you want to know how to make these brackets. See, everything was automatic. I didn't do anything. All I did was I just put my order and boom, done with everything, right? Now I want to see it break, but you see this volume here, it's going to break because of that. The volume is so strong, right? So everybody's jumping in. Everybody's jumping in to buy. Look at the volume here and look at the volume here. That's how you realize volume analysis. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for now next support area. So there's a nice support forming here. You see the support. So I can increase my stop. Now I'm not going to lose money no matter what. So now I increase my stop right below support because if it comes back down, if it breaks support, it's going to go down most likely. So I can increase my stop here, but you don't have to, okay? But I see that it's broken resistance here, so I want to make sure that it doesn't just come back all the way down and I lose money on it. So now I've confirmed that I'm going to make money. It's just a matter of how much money I'm going to make, okay? So fast forward now, let's just fast forward it. All right, so stock is about to reach my second target. Now I'm gonna take bulk of my position right here. Now you see I'm already up, 300. I was risking about 200. Now I'm already up, more than what I was about, what I was risking. Okay. And let's see if I get a. I think I'm gonna get a fill. I got my another fill, right? So now all you can do is you can just let the winner ride. Either you can let the winner ride, or either you can take profits or whatever you want to do, right? But so what I do is I put my stop somewhere close where I can see, okay, if it comes back below, I want to get out. Now if you want, you can just let the put it on the next resistance level. Okay, so let's see what actually happened. So I'm going to increase the time. Now this is just an on demand, so I just want to show you like my exact thought process rather than just showing the. I don't even have a video recorded of that trade actually we took that day, but so now see here how the stock went up and down, but you see it never touched your limit, but it never came down to your support either. But you're already up a lot. You have already taken your profit, so you can just let the winner final piece ride and see whatever happens. Okay. And there you go, you hit your final target and you just made money, right? Straight up. So that's how you trade a bull flag. Okay, so you let the final piece go and see how it works. All right, so that's what I want to show you here, how to trade bull flags and how you can easily trade with the limit orders setup. All right guys, so take care. I'll see you guys in the chat.